everyone? Welcome back to Evony with Genghis. Going to look at mounted troops versus bosses versus monsters. But before we do that, we got a feel-good story here. So user Valhalla wrote me today and said he got reimbursed. So I don't know if some of you wrote customer service on his behalf, or the video helped, or he just kept pounding them and it worked. So he was the guy who got hit during SVS, but the attack, so it was like a 6-second march, and the attack actually landed after SVS, and then his troops actually died. They went to the Holy Palace and died rather than revival in the hospital. And Evony gave him 880, 220 times 4, and some healing speeds, and some other stuff. And then he said they also gave him 1.2 million T1 horses and 500k T14 archers. So I guess Evony kind of just looked at everything that was wounded and was like, whatever, just give this guy stuff, which is awesome. And then he had a question, if anybody wants to know, where do you get this stuff? Yeah, 99 pack. Only the video, mounted gear versus bosses. Lots of people play the game just to fight bosses. That makes sense. Look at your alliance. Probably 50 to 75 humans, only 20 or so go into battlefield. So the rest are just rallying, having fun, and hopefully not dropping bubble, and no fear against them. They're just hitting bosses. Cool, stress-free. Let's look at the best gear you can possibly do. So I'm going to look first at the highest money gear you can do. All of this, just look at this stuff. It is incredible. All of it has buffs against monsters and mounted troop stuff. And then if you look at the set bonuses, all of it's mounted. It's all incredible stuff. Put this on a Caesar or an Athelflaed and you are laughing. Now, I'm going to go into our rankings on server, and we're going to look at who is our top rally guy on the server. He always gets first in world boss. Anyways, let's look at his general. He has a combination of different stuff, so he kind of uses this general for PvP and monsters. And he's got the hand halberd and the Rurik bracers, and those give him the these Rurik leg armors and Rurik bracers give him the 2-piece. The hand halberd dynasty and the helm chest piece give him a 2-piece. Then he's got Plantagenet boots and Plantagenet helmet for another 2-piece. So he's using 3 different 2-pieces. Now we're going to look at my general, and I'm a low-level coiner. So these 3 civilization gears cost me $100 each. So these Plantagenet helmet, Plantagenet boots, very good for mounted bosses, give me the 2-piece buff. Then I got the Ares spear, courageous armor, and fearless Ares pants, all very good mounted items, give me a 2-piece buff. I forgo the 4-piece buff or another 2-piece buff with Achaemenid because the Freedom Star is so powerful. All troop attack, marching mounted troop attack, and march size. So basically this is the best star, best bracer you can use, but player 13 uses a combination. If I had the halberd, the spear axe that he has, then I'd be using that as well, but I don't, so I have to mix and match the cheap civilization gear. Anyways, let's look at what you would do if you're a free player. So you would use the Ares spear, you would use the courageous armor, you would use the fearless Ares leg armor. Then let's look at my old generals who now have my other gear. You would then use the fearless Ares helmet, which has mounted troop HP and marching mounted troop HP. After that, you would then, let's go into the forge, and you have an option. What most players have done historically is they've used this ring, mounted troop defense, and then they've gone over and used these boots, mounted troop HP, march speed, and it will get you the 2-piece all troop attack 10%. That's what most people do. Now, there is absolutely nothing wrong if you want to go 6 pieces of Ares. And if you're going to do that, you would go with the Fearless boots that get you marching mounted troop attack, smart speed, mounted troop defense. It gets, but what you're giving up the 10% Achaemenid buff to get the 10% march size capacity. And then you're going to go over into the ring section, and all there is this one with mounted troop defense, and then you're going to get the march size capacity with the 2-piece buff. So it's up to you if you want to go 6 Ares or 4 and 2 Achaemenid, Ares 4, Achaemenid 2. Most people at this point do have some civilization gear, especially because it was available on Taishi's wheel. So I would recommend, if you're a low-level coiner, doing exactly what I did, which is the Freedom Star, Plantagenet boots, Plantagenet helmet. They are very strong, but it's totally up to you what you got at your disposal, right? And some people, you might even be a good level coiner, a high-level coiner, but you actually just joined after these things were released and you couldn't get it. So it's totally just bad luck in that case. And then there's this new bourbon set. I can't even really talk about it because I don't know the complete set, but what I can tell you is this looks like it's going to be a awesome mounted set. And this will change things because it looks like it's a PvP mounted set as opposed to the Rurik set, which is versus monsters. So anyways, let me know in the comments what you guys are doing. This is Genghis. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.